Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're having a alright, we gotta address the elephant in the room. I'm wearing my glasses, yes, because I was too lazy to put my contacts in. So yeah, deal with it. My face is already beautiful enough. You guys know the drill already. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys checking out today's video. I really appreciate it. I've been really busy with work, so I haven't had time really much to post, and I've been kind of taking a little bit of a hiatus from working away. Been working halfway and then, you know, kind of chilling the other half. But I'm back full time. You guys know that. Once I say something like that, I'm usually back full time. So I appreciate you guys. Also, I want to give you guys a shout out because last video I posted about like 4 or 5 days ago, it's already at like 12,000 views. It's the Skimbo offense, so I appreciate it. Tell you what, on this video, if we can get 150 likes, I will post Volterax's full offense breaking down how he won the $100,000 club championship series. I know I'm famous for doing long intros, but I gotta throw it in there, man. I wanted to go ahead and actually release an ebook. I'm going to be releasing my West Coast offense. You guys have been pressuring me to get it out there. I haven't delivered, but it's going to be coming out very, very soon. I'll let you guys know the day order like I usually do. And then the day before it releases, obviously I'll have a video explaining that. And then the day it releases, I'll have a video with the link. So you guys will be it. It's going to be West Coast offense. Defense, I'm not sure if I'm going to do one. I don't know. My current defense I run right now is Miami because it's the best defense book in the game, but I don't know. I may break it down. Who knows? But still, also we have some big videos coming. We got some big YouTube collaborations with a couple of my YouTube buddies. Some may have over 100K subs. Some may just be blowing up. Who knows? They're going to be really funny and entertaining. Also have a really good video coming very, very soon. I think you guys will like it a lot. It's going to be revolving around the Madden community, the YouTube community, I guess I should say. So that's something to look forward to these upcoming weeks. But without any further ado, guys, I know that's a long intro. It looks like I almost went like 2 minutes on that. But today I'm going to be showing you how to stop crossing routes. More importantly, stop these split close crossing routes and how you guys can go ahead and shut down pretty much any passing heavy offense. I know this year it's a very run heavy game, let's be honest. Everyone's running the ball, but if you go against someone who can run the ball successfully and pass, it can be a little bit of a struggle. I've already broke down how to stop the run, previous videos. It's in a lot of my ebooks, so go check that out. But I want to show you guys how to stop these crossers. They're very annoying, and especially out of the split close formation. Alright guys, so I am in the Tennessee Titans defense playbook. You can be in any playbook with the nickel 2-4-5. Now honestly, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll go to the Miami offensive playbook, they'll go to the strong slot, they'll sub in their first receiver right here. I'm not going to do it again because it'll mess it up, and it'll put their best 3 receivers in the offense. As you see, we have Adams, Valdez-Scantling, and then Geronimo Allison. Now real quick, I'm going to show you guys how I stop different plays. Now honestly, we're going to just show you guys the main ones people love going to, and that is X-drag, trail, PAY shot, and Z spot. Now first up, we'll show you how to stop these crossers out of PAY shot. Here we are, nickel 2-4-5. I try to have a really fast guy in the slot just so I can do certain things on them, as you guys will see, and then you could have, you know, whoever you can use or whoever here. Honestly, the Broncos probably aren't the best team to go ahead and run this defense with. The only reason I chose them is because that man right there, he sheds like crazy out of this defense. This is a shed first defense, and also Bradley Chubb does do his own thing. Now, the main play we're going to be breaking down is, yes, you guessed it, the Tampa 2. Got y'all. But we're going to be going over the Tampa 2 and then showing you guys a little blitz out of the nickel blitz 2. Now, Tampa 2, you select it. Now, there's a lot of things you can do, but what I'll do is I'll press in a compressed formation. I'll go ahead, and the moment I see it split close or something compressed, I know I can do this. I'll flip the play real quick. I'll hold him there, and we'll just go ahead and cross man them. Now, the reason I put safeties at linebacker is so I can cross man them. Now, as you guys see right there, I'm able to go ahead and cross man them. Again, if you didn't catch it, I'll reset the play just so you guys kind of get it. Obviously, on this side, I can't man them up on B. I want to do that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to press the X button on Xbox, square on PS4 to audible. We're going to go ahead and flip the play, which is back our trigger. And you see, I'm going to hold him there. Now, his zone is going over there. He's supposed to be over there. And it allows me to cross-man him on the other receiver. Now, what I'll do is I'll take this middle linebacker here, because you can cross-man on middle linebackers, move him out here, and I'll shade outside. And what that's going to do is that's going to have them wait for the crossing routes. Now, honestly, if I want, I already know A and X are both the crossing routes, so I'll go ahead and do that just to show you guys what's going on. But again, excuse me, once I have the crossman set up, I'll go ahead and put soft squats on the outside. and you guys will see I'm going to shade up on the line. Obviously, the sheds in this defense are ridiculous. If you guys see right here, if we send all routes out over here, we're not going to have much time. It's not going to be a lot of time to throw it in. Honestly, that's not open as my phone goes off. Awesome. Alright, switching over to instant replay. You guys see we have the front four right there. Play action, what it'll do a lot of the times is it will kind of degrade the blocking on the line, upgrade the blocking on the line, as you're not going to get frequent sheds. As opposed to a regular play, a regular passing play, you will get sheds. Now, they do a good job of shedding, and honestly, I just wanted them kind of on that play to shed, but you see our two guys right there. You see what shading the outside does. We're able to go ahead with Sua Cravens, who I think only has 85 speed on a very fast receiver. I think Valdez Scantling's like 92, 93. But you see, he's staying stride for stride with him. Now, honestly, this crosser is who they want to go to. They have a step on our man, and he kind of got caught up right there. But the beautiful thing about this is, even if we don't have this wheel route, the wheel route, if anything, should suck him down even more. We have our corner in a soft squat press. When we shade outside, that soft squat is going to watch the outside for anything deep. His main responsibility is obviously, if a man goes deep, to follow him. He's supposed to man up on him. That's what a soft squat does on a solo side. Or he's supposed to play from a shallow to a high read, just depending on how his zone coverage is structured. Now you see that he's able to get back, and I'm able to go ahead and swat that away, making this defense very, very hard to pass on. But now let's go ahead and show you another hidden adjustment out of it. So as you guys just saw, the crossman is a very, very good structured play. It makes it very hard for offenses to pass on, and it also stuffs the run a little bit better than last year, in my opinion. Now, the other adjustment I like to go ahead and do, you can do the same thing, you can press, you can flip the play, but what that's going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bluff blitz him. Now, bluff blitzing, again, is an adjustment that you can do with corners, secondary players, and sometimes linebackers in certain formations, but we're going to go ahead and bluff blitz them. Now, again, I'm going to go ahead and press. I'm going to put them in their soft squats, and I'm always going to go ahead. If I see a solo receiver on a different side, I'm going to go ahead and crossman them. I'm going to go ahead and shade outside. We're going to go ahead and crash our line up. Again, you can leave the line stock. They do shed pretty well, but crashing up just really, really helps your cause right there. And you guys are going to see that it's going to be very, very hard, as again, we do have A right there because of the other Neath route, but the sheds come in. That's what makes it very, very effective. Again, you guys kind of see the point I'm trying to make with this play, and that is the fact of the matter that it's very, very hard to pass on this formation. Now, again, if they do stick an underneath route, what I'll go ahead and do is you can go ahead and flip the play again, but what I'll go ahead and do is I'll baseline press. Now, what the baseline press is going to do is it's going to allow me to go ahead and put them in the outside quarters. I'm going to go ahead and put the inside quarters, and boom, this is what it's looking like. Now, you guys may think to yourself, JTibbs, you have the you have the flats open, you have the outside open. Now, what I'll go ahead and do is I'll put Sua Cravens right over here, and then I'll kind of just use her over here because I know my bluff blitz is going to play anything underneath or something like that. So again, here is the play, and we're going to go ahead and run it. Now, obviously, we don't have A open. It's going to be a very tough throw. We're going to have to wait till he gets to that sideline, and by the time you get to that sideline and throw it, a good player is already clicking on. Alright, so now that you've already kind of seen the gist of that play, that cover 2, Tampa 2, whatever you want to call it on the nickel 2-4-5 is a very good defense. But what you haven't seen yet is the nickel blitz 2. And here's kind of where I want to draw the line between a coverage defense and a blitz / coverage defense, if you guys kind of get, the point I'm making there. Now, obviously, we're going to test this out versus PAY shot, just a simple streak and 2 crossers. Now, what I'll go ahead and do with this guy is I'll always move him over here. Again, I'll press. I'll make sure that I have time to go ahead and do that. And then I'll go ahead and crossman, obviously, the outside solo receiver. Now, you see he's in a 3-rec hook. And what this is going to go ahead and do is this is going to go ahead and actually take a route that's closest to him. Obviously, I have A, but my user would be guarding it. So I'm going to go ahead and run away from that. But you see the 3-rec kind of just goes ahead and does his own thing. Now, if I stick a route in the middle of the field, like if we go ahead and go into our audibles, we go to X drag trail, obviously people want to go ahead and hit that little short, shallow crosser. And then again, you kind of have, a flood to the right side. But if I go ahead and move him out, and I do something like that, and then I'm using him, I press, that kind of thing, you guys will kind of see what he does. Now, his main responsibility is to take the A route. I mean, that's just his responsibility. Now, he does go underneath, but what I'll go ahead and do is whenever I go ahead and put him in that 3 rec, I'm going to go ahead and shade up. Now, the shading up is going to turn our outside guys to cloud flats. I just really quickly just moved him into, soft squats. And you see right here, this is what it's looking like. So the shade up is going to make a difference. It's going to make a very, very big difference. And we're going to go ahead and see what he does. Now, he's going to go ahead and actually play this A route as long as he can. And obviously he can't play it that long, so you're going to have to maybe throw in a little bit of, tricks with your user and everything. Maybe bait one way and go back up to it once you see him breaking open. But if we go into instant replay, you guys will notice that this route is guarded for as long as you can. Honestly, he can't guard it that long. It's a 3 rec. He's supposed to stay in the middle of the field and guard anything coming close to him. Now, Aaron Rodgers just makes a good throw, or I make a good throw. I notice that the 3 rec is breaking off at that point. I throw it really fast, and it's a dot. Boom. So that 3 rec is going to delay a lot of your opponent's reads, which is why we are in this defense. Now, this defense, like I said, if you crash out, you kind of get my point that I was making at the beginning. It's going to go ahead and make it very, very difficult for your opponent to get that pass off in time because, again, we are going to go ahead and make sure that these sheds come in. So, again, we're going to go to X drag trail. Actually, this time I'll put a streak on. I'll put a drag right there. High-low read. Boom. So, again, shade up, outside, shade out. Boom. You guys see I crashed my line out. We should get pretty good sheds. And here we go. So, you see Von Miller is going to go ahead and fight his way through, obviously. And right there, I try to throw to A, don't have enough time, and that's the point I was exactly making. If you can go ahead and get sheds out of this defense, it's a very good defense. The crossman's especially good. The blitz is very good, as I'm going to show you in a little bit. And then also the straight up just 3 rec zone is exceptionally good. Now lastly, out of this nickel blitz, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but you have this blitz, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him back like I was. I'm going to move him there so he kind of gets a little looping motion. Obviously, if you want, you can go ahead and blitz these guys right here and then crash them out, that kind of thing. Again, I wouldn't contain on this defense, and the reason why I wouldn't contain is because of just the weirdness of how this play develops. As you guys see, I don't think they get the best push, and yeah, I just think it's an easy dot from that point. So I think this defense is better left off contain. A lot of pros like to contain because they don't want, escape artists getting out, that kind of thing. But still, it just, I don't know, I just don't think it's the best move. I'd rather get sheds either way. They'd react a little bit better. But again, still, this is what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and blitz all my linebackers, move him here. So he's kind of in a looping motion, and then use Ursua Cravens. Now, what I'll go ahead and do is stand in this gap. This is if they go ahead and send all 5 routes out, obviously, because the look is the same every time. So they don't know if you're blitzing or they don't know if you're in coverage. So if they go ahead and send these 5 routes out, we're going to go ahead and kind of just chill right here. And then our looper's going to come in. We get very good pressure. Obviously, the crosser's open, but if you have a very good user, you can go ahead and take away a lot of routes. Now, what I also like about this is I like to go ahead and leave him just on his blitz angle. And when I leave him on his blitz angle, he is going to go ahead and, get some glitchy sheds. You can even move him here or here. So, honestly, if you're going to move him there, you're going to make sure he's 5 yards back so he stays, that kind of thing. So, if we go to a 5-wide formation again, if they're sending all 5 routes out, sometimes they'll get a glitchy, I should say, blitz angle. But, yeah, that's kind of the gist of that. So, that's one of the main reasons why I like to blitz heavy. Lastly, what I like to go ahead and do out of this defense is kind of a popular tactic a lot of players like to use. And you can do this out of the nickel blitz 2 or the Tampa 2. Just bluff blitz this player. And then, honestly, you can either spy him or bluff blitz him. It's up to you. And what you're going to do is as soon as they hike the ball, or I'd say like a millisecond after, you're going to go ahead and send them. So if we go ahead and send 5 routes out, you see right there, go ahead and send them right there. And what he's going to do is he's going to distract that offensive line to where one of our defensive lines will come in through free. They'll come in and shed. I'll show you real quick in instant replay. So as you see right here, we send him in a bluff blitz. He steps back, and as soon as that ball is in his hands, I end up sending him right there. And what that's going to do is, you see 77 right there. He lets our defensive tackle come through to pick him up, and that center is kind of left, or that guard, I guess I should say, is kind of left standing there in the dust, not knowing what else to do, and we end up getting a clean sack. Now it's a very easy thing to go ahead and do. And as you see, our hook zone, I should say, out of the linebacker position ends up actually staying with my man Davante Adams. And it's a very, very good, easy defense to run. I definitely recommend it. This defense is 100% tough. If you guys could go ahead and leave a like on the video. Like I said, 150 likes. We're going to go ahead and break down Bolt's offense. I want to go ahead and do that ASAP. I know you guys can hit that goal in at least 2 days. You guys have shown me you've done it in like literally 4 hours one time. So make sure to smack a like on it. But guys, I'm signing off. And as always, peace.